Alright, well, this is about take 50 of this video. I keep messing up and feeling like a fool, but I'm actually gonna let this one run its course, so if I start to feel like an idiot, I'm just gonna go with it. Alright, well, I am here on YouTube. Well, I'm not on YouTube yet. I'm actually in our living room, but this will be on YouTube, and then it'll be posted in my blog because I want to talk about our honeymoon. It has been a month since we got back. I have not yet written about it because, truth be told, I still can't find the right words to describe what an amazing, wonderful experience it was. So I figured maybe I could just talk about it a little bit and share some of the highlights and little stories and at least make good on my promise to tell you all about it, because so many of you were so generous and kind to contribute to our honeymoon through our honeymoon registry on Disney.com. Plug for that. That I feel like I at least owe you some kind of feedback on how great it was, and even for everyone, just to let you know how amazing it was. It really, I mean, can you tell? That's all I keep saying, right? So I have some notes because, you know, I keep a journal anyway for myself every day, and I jotted down a few things just so that I could remember what we did. Not that I'll ever forget, but you know, like the little details. I'm not going to go day through day what we did. I mean, I could if you really wanted an itinerary of what we did, but come on, do you really need to know that? But I will tell you that we left on Christmas morning. Well, we had a limo come and pick us up, which was really very nice. We got to the airport way before we needed to be there, flew through security, and then just got to chill out. I had my Dunkin' Donuts coffee before we got on the plane. It was relaxing. It was actually the first time that I ever flew anywhere where I felt relaxed. You know, I was still kind of nervous on the plane, and I think, you know, Mike still has like little nail divots in his hand from where I was digging in during takeoff and landing. But it was actually a nice flight. They showed Fred Claus on the way there, which is actually a pretty good movie. We had seen it before, but we watched it again just to pass the time. When we got to the airport, it was pretty cool, actually, and slightly embarrassing at the same time. We took the Disney's Magical Express, which I highly recommend to anyone who's going to Disney if you're staying on a Disney property to take advantage of that offering. I mean, it costs a little bit extra, but it was so worthwhile. Pretty much, it's a bus, it takes you right to your hotel, your bags magically appear in your room, so it was pretty cool. But when we went to go get online for that, there was a gentleman. He looked like, the name of the actor is escaping me, but the guy that was in Cocoon, and he does those diabetes commercials. I can't think of him, but he looked like him. It wasn't him, but it looked like him. And he had those Mickey gloves on. They have like these big white hands, and he was standing there directing traffic and people, and he saw that I had my bride tank top on that Mike's cousin Kelly had given me. Love it. So, you know, I wore it to Florida because it was like 80 degrees there. So I had that on, and he stopped us and asked if we were newlyweds, and we said yes, which, you know, whatever. We're still newlyweds, even though the wedding was in October. And we said yes, and he had a whistle on, and he blew the whistle, and everyone in the terminal stopped and turned around and was staring, and he made this announcement, I mean, very loudly, you know, "Attention, attention, we have newlyweds here." Everyone applauded. I mean, hundreds of people. Everyone within eyesight applauded. And then he announced that there were 3 rules that he was bound by law to give us since we were newlyweds. And the first was for Mike to never give me a gift with a cord on it, like a vacuum or something like that, which I would tend to disagree with because I need a new hairdryer and they're pretty expensive, the good ones. So, honey, that's what I want. But yeah, never buy anything with a cord on it. The second rule was always send flowers to the office, which was just kind of a nice touch. I would agree with that. And the third, which is absolutely good advice, is while you may not always buy a gift for an anniversary, you should never, ever, ever forget to get a card. I agree with that because I'm a card person. Everyone who knows and loves me knows that. So that was pretty cool, and you know, everyone applauded. And then after that, I was waiting, sitting with our bags, and Mike was online getting us all checked in for this Disney Express. All these people kept coming up to me saying, congratulations, best wishes, yada yada. I was like, oh my god, thank you, you know, because, you know, I'm not that outgoing of a person where, like, I want random strangers coming up to me and congratulating me. It was kind of nice, and that actually kicked off the whole 9 days of congratulatory remarks from complete strangers, because everywhere we went, literally everywhere, people would say congratulations, they would ask us questions, we would get into whole conversations with total strangers about our wedding, and we met another couple who were there for their silver anniversary, who had originally had their honeymoon in Disney. They happen to be from New Jersey, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so that was kind of neat. So we got over to the resort on Christmas Day. Everything was so beautiful. Everything was decorated for Christmas. Upon check-in, everyone was so friendly. And even though I haven't legally changed my name yet, which I am going to do, the clerk at the front desk said, you know, let's put Amanda Feliu on your magic key to the kingdom. You get this card that serves as like your park ticket and your hotel key, and like you can charge stuff on it. But so it has Amanda Feliu on it. Aww. And because it was Christmas Day, they were giving out free cookies and lemonade in the hotel lobby, which we actually, how silly is this, we thought that was an everyday occurrence. So the next day we went down to the lobby looking for the free cookies and they were gone, and then it dawned on us it was for Christmas. So those little extra things you get, I guess, on Christmas. After we checked in, see, I'm looking at my notes. I'm not going to give you a blow-by-blow, but I did want to tell you that we happened to go over to the Magic Kingdom, and I knew that. We went there first. It was so crowded. I can't even begin to tell you. It was insane. I mean, really, wall-to-wall people. It was like Times Square on New Year's Eve, for anyone that could compare it to that's experienced that or seen that on TV. That's what it was like, but pretty much everywhere you went to go walk, it was just people. So we didn't really stay there. We didn't go on any rides because the waits were ridiculous. We caught the end of the Christmas parade and like the little show that Mickey and Minnie and Pluto and Goofy, Santa was Goofy, or I should say Goofy was Santa. Santa was Goofy. Coal in my stocking next year. But Goofy was Santa. There we go. And so that was kind of nice to see that. We did get our bride and groom ears. That's pretty much why we went over to the Magic Kingdom to begin with, to get the bride and groom ears. So we got those. It was really neat. We went over to Epcot after that, and we had dinner in China. So cool. At a restaurant called Nine Dragons. You needed reservations, however, they let us right in because of the bride and groom ears. Went up to the desk, swear to you, went up to the desk, asked how long the wait was or if they had a table available, and the lady said, well, there is no wait for you, Mr. and Mrs., and took us right over to a table. It was really, really very nice. The food was good. We had the Disney dining plan, which again would highly recommend to anyone staying at Disney for any great length of time. It was like ridiculous. We saved so much money by using the dining plan. The food there is very expensive. It was tasty too, but a little more expensive than what I would think it was worth. I mean, don't get me wrong, the food was very good, but you know, it is what it is. So we were in China our first night, and we walked around a few of the other countries. Let's see. Our first, I can tell you because of my notes, our very first ride on our honeymoon, you're gonna love this, was Figment. Aww. I mean, aww. Okay. I can't remember the name of the ride off the top of my head, but I wrote down Figment Ride. What is that? Ride into the Imagination or what have you? It's a cute ride. I think it's the first ride we ever